Now at 10:30, a KTLA special report, leaving Afghanistan. Tonight, the consequences of war that leave a lifetime of scars on the families of the fallen. Well, living with loss of a loved one killed in combat leaves an unspeakable hole in the lives of the families.
Tonight, the families of the fallen speak out about that loss, many wondering if the war in Afghanistan was worth the cost. KTLA's Christina Pascucci shares their message.
When words feel painfully inadequate, we stand in silence, weighed down by the heaviness of loss. 45-year-old Marine Corps reservist Sergeant Major Robert Cottle of Whittier.
He left behind a little daughter at 8 months at the time, Kyla, who will never know her dad, and a wife.
And 19-year-old Lance Corporal Rick Santani of Yorba Linda.
After 9/11, he was just a kid. He thought about it, wanted to correct the wrongs that were done to us on our country's soil.
Paid the ultimate sacrifice, March 24th, 2010.
Their sole purpose was to stop the Taliban from coming from Pakistan and bringing all their supplies. An IED was tripped. Somebody waited for them to get in the middle of the convoy. They ignited the IED, which killed Sergeant Major Cottle and Rick instantly. His best friend was actually riding in the vehicle behind him and watched it happen.
Can you tell me about your brother?
For 45 years, he had a very full life. He was an adrenaline junkie, I'm telling you. He became a SWAT member, and then he ended up teaching across America. I felt like sort of like an orphan because he's my only brother. My mom's now gone. She passed because of the heartbreak due to my loss of my brother.
When he left, I started crying, and my ex looked at me and said, "We're not going to see him again, are we?" And I said, "No, we're not." When we talked to him, we would hear things like they would go into poppy fields for the opium that they were selling to make money, and they would torch them. They were just doing what they felt was for the greater good.
What do you think Rick would think of the withdrawing of troops?
His thing was to finish the mission. I know what he would say. We didn't finish.
After 20 years of war, do you think it was worth it?
My brother gave his life to help Afghanistan, to have democracy. They've helped train their army, and then the president leaves, all hell breaks loose. And it kind of feels like my brother's death was in vain.
You have an optimistic view that I think is important for our veterans to hear.
To all people who fought in Afghanistan, thank you for helping us to preserve the life we know and love and value. This is not a perfect country, but certainly is one of the best to live in. One of the reasons is because my own brother sacrificed his life.
I just wish that I had the opportunity and chance to see what kind of a family he would have. Ricky, I'll see you again. You and I will be in heaven together, and you'll make fun of me, and we'll tell your favorite jokes.
The true cost of these past 20 years can never be quantified by numbers alone. It is revealed through those who courageously share each of their stories.
If Rick could hear you right now, what message do you have for your son?
We are so proud of him, proud of the stand that he took to go over there. He's a hero to us, to everybody. He's not forgotten.
Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.